Alright, what up, y'all? So, been brewing a Paladin deck just for fun. Playing Elise, playing Ziliax, playing Ceaseless Expanse, all the format defining cards. Wanted to play Acceleration Aura with Treasure Gill, and then I got a big man crush on Curator. So, Curator with Plucky Paintfin and Violet Treasure Gill, Plucky draws Ziliax, Nomelia, Tigress plushie, and then it's just a bunch of value and stuff. So I'm thinking there's potential to this. So far, I've gone like 3-1 with this deck in just like random test sessions. So let's give it some more test and see how it goes. The cool thing is like going. I just did this in the last game I was streaming where I went Ursol with a corrupted Shaladrassil, and then just got 15 extra cards there. I still lost the game because I was playing against Death Knight, but that's the way it goes. But yeah, seems like a cool deck. Shadow desperately trying to get Tree Shaman working. Do I want to know what Tree Shaman is, bro?
I will show no mercy. I will fight with honor.
Yeah, I really regret not playing Shaman over the last year or so. It seems like I really wish I would have taken the time to play Midrange Shaman. There was so much power in that deck. Good to see you, Shadow. Thanks for stepping in, bro. Let's see. So if this is Dragon Warrior, I like Plucky a lot. Control Warrior, not so much. But Plucky does draw me cards, which I guess is okay against Control Warrior, just for sake of card advantage. Maul is decent, I guess. I'm actually very tempted to just keep this hand. I don't know that I can justify throwing away Maul, even though it does draw things that'll come up in the later game with Ceaseless Expanse and Ziliax. I think it's fine. I'm just praying this is Dragon Warrior. Please, please, please. Dang it. Alright, Control Warrior it is. I hate playing against Control Warrior. It's so annoying. Come on, bruh.
Well met. Pleasure forth.
These two guys don't seem bad. Actually, this guy is not bad when it has Divine Shield, because then it doesn't take damage for 2 hits. Double Raid Leader is also reasonable, since it makes a copy. They pump each other and my other guy twice. I like Volpera Scoundrel a lot. And +4/+5 is pretty good, especially early against... what to do here? I'm very tempted to take this, because that'll be 8 damage, this will be 6. Yeah, I'm gonna run this. This is objectively maybe not the best play. I think you could justify any of those 3 choices as the best play, depending on how you're looking at the game. Like, the lens that you look at something through usually determines the action that you take. And from this point, I think this gives me the best shot.
Never see us come.
Because we've got a couple of turns until Brawl, assuming they don't New Heights here. Same thing with Hostile Invader, that costs 5 as well. No New Heights. Good. Oh, they're digging for something, though. So that's 8, 12, 13, 17 I can hit with Maul. I could Elise and try and get... So here's the thing. So I go Yeah, Elise actually could be okay here, because if I get...
I remember this place well.
Yeah, if I get +2 attack to all characters, that is gonna really seal the deal. Excellent. I'm thinking maybe discover a spell. 5/5 copy is normally really good, but I don't think I need it in this case.
Wretched rights. Twisted tricks. Twisted tricks. Twisted tricks.
So many twisted tricks. Okay. So a hit for 13 and they're back to 30. Yay. It's always just so discouraging. Aye, they got the coin into Brawl probably. Okay, okay. And the safety goggles, of course. Alright, so it was worth it to go for the terror run, but they found the hostile invader. So yeah, I guess 5/5 copy was the way to go for this. That's pretty good. So now we can do this.
Twisted tricks. Twisted tricks.
Blaze a trail.
For justice.
Alright, still not a bad turn.
I remember this place well.
That's fair. Alright.
Let me think.
Let's see what we get off of this first. It's possible I should attack with Elise. Okay. Mixologist seems fine. Yeah, I was thinking it was possible I should have attacked with Elise there and then just spam the board with a couple things. Like I could have done this, Treasure Gill, Righteous Protector.
I must move quickly.
But I think we're just going to keep going face, because that does put a lot of pressure. As long as I don't gain like 17 armor this turn, I think I've got good momentum. Yeah, good. They did it anyway. That's fine. Well, there's 10 armor. 7 to go. Ay, ay, ay. I love me some Mixologist. Let's see if it does anything, though. 2 damage to all minions. Summon a 2/2. I guess 2 to all minions does clear their guys, but not the greatest. Yeah, 3 damage to the face is also very helpful. I don't think I want to use this right now. I think we're going to go like this. And then hopefully we can set up a good turn off of Terror Run. And next turn I can Zilliax, which will corrupt Shaladrassil, which gives me a little bit of help. Because that gets huge minions. It's like a, what, a 2 mana 12 something, I think. And then there's like the 4 mana 14 guy. Just crazy stuff off of Shaladrassil. Let me see. 4 mana 14, 12, or the 2 mana 6, 10 that gives your hero elusive. Otherwise, the uncorrupted ones are like, they're still powerful, but not as much, obviously. Interesting. Double shield slam. Yeah, the Demolition Renovator is a little brutal. I was wondering if I should have activated Terror Run last turn just on the chance that they had Renovator, but I figured it was high enough probability that would give me some game-ending attacks. So
Let me think.
I could double attack this guy and then Renewing Flames for 10 to their face. That puts them at 5. This is going to give them... Okay. Just 3 dudes, which I'm not super concerned about.
I wonder.
Yeah, I think that's the way to go here. Because otherwise...
I must move quickly.
Now, you know what? I think this opening up Shaladrassil for potential next turn, I think is good. It also gives me some big dudes that could apply pressure. I just hope they don't have another hostile invader. That would be pretty annoying. Very manageable, though. What are they going to do here? Brawl? No. They would have brawled probably before attacking if they did that. Ah, there we go. Kind of hard not to. I could Plucky. Gives me Nomelia, Tiger's Plushie. I could Plucky and Whelp and just try to make more dudes on the board. Because if I play Shaladrassil now, I would have to use... I'd have to use one of the 0-cost spells if I don't want to burn a card.
I must move quickly.
Yeah, I think I got a Shaladrassil because... now I've got obviously dudes on the board, so if they clear the board, not the end of the world, I can still go like Renewing Flames and Corrupted Awakening. That's 15 damage right there. Obviously I gotta clear this first though. Ursol would be a great draw here. Yeah, believe it or not, the first time I Ursol'd into Shaladrassil was an accident. I was like, oh, I got Renewing Flames, let's do it. And I was like, wait a second. And I got Shaladrassil, and I was like, this is really good. Just completely forgot I had it in my hand. Yeah, sometimes you just stumble onto things accidentally. It's pretty dope. Yeah, fine. Alright, I think I still Corrupted Awakening here, because that'll clear the weapon and their 4-5. Not too concerned about this guy, obviously, but clearing the weapon is a big deal here. Let's see what this gets me. Ursol would be an amazing pick right here. No dice. Nomelia's tempting.
I wonder. I must move quickly.
And I am a little tempted to shuffle a Bob into my deck, but I think there are better things I can do. Alright, as long as they don't draw a bunch of armor, I think I'm okay here. Sure. That actually helps me out a little bit. So I just gotta deal 20 damage, so... There it is. Alright, 1-0. So far, I really like this deck. I'm not sure if it's too optimal. It's also got a very short shelf life, like it's, what, 2 weeks until standard rotation? I'm gonna lose Ceaseless Expanse, losing Ziliax. I think there's probably a couple other cards I'm losing in there. But yeah, still pretty cool deck. I like the function of it. It is possible I'm forcing Curator, but I like to force Curator. It's something I enjoy. There's something about Curator that just feels so busted. Like drawing 3 cards off of a guy that's pretty fairly costed. Like 5-mana 4/6 Taunt is okay. With an ability, it becomes good. And to draw 3 cards off that ability is pretty good. Obviously, those 3 cards have to be good. Okay, so same dilemma. If this is Dragon Warrior, then Tiger's Plushie is decent. If it's not, then it's not super helpful, so... I'm going to throw it back, but I have a feeling this is Dragon Warrior. Just, the universe loves to punish me for things like this. I want to say Control Warrior is a little bit more popular than Dragon Warrior right now, especially at the Legend rank, but we'll see. Yeah, alright, I ended up with one anyway.
Job's done.
Yeah, I think the main components of this deck were just kind of taking little shards of other decks and cramming it together. So, for example, you're like, okay, I play Elise, therefore I have to play a certain amount of, certain costed spell cards, which made me consider things like, that made me consider Curator in the first place. I wanted to play Curator, but that just kind of pushed me over because I'm like, well, I need a 5-drop, and there's not a ton of great 5-drops in this format right now, at least for Paladin. But then I needed a 7, Anachronos seemed good, and Anachronos with Curator is decent. I don't love the Maul, just because it draws things that I use way later in the game. But I do like Ceaseless Expanse over playing a 10-drop like Fire Rock, and I like it a lot better than playing a Wisp. especially since this deck is a little bit more controlling. It's kind of mid-rangey, I think, but with some very control-heavy elements. Well, it is Control Warrior, sadly, so we just gotta do as much as we can to push some guys out here. Plucky's not bad. It's gonna be a 3-mana 4/5. Ziliax is way off, so is Ursol. Only good thing about taking Ziliax is it gives me Ursol off of the Maul, but I don't have Maul, obviously. You're just thinking ahead there. Yeah, I think this is a tough one, actually. Yeah, believe it or not, I'm taking Ursol, but I don't think any of those choices were super good. Like, it's possible Plucky was the play just because it's more dudes to play now and get aggressive with, but I just don't think it's going to be relevant enough. It would draw either Nomelia or Ziliax. Is that it? Yeah, it only draws those two guys. I've already got both the Tigress plushies. Shield Slam? Oh, okay. Sure. So this could be a tough game because I don't have a very aggressive start. Creature of Madness is great against them. Yeah, I think Portal Vanguard's a little better than Whelp here. Drawing Nomelia. I think I can do better. Even if I draw something smaller, I think it's okay. Cool. I actually like that a lot. Something with +4, +5. Believe it or not, I think I'm going to take Raptor Herald, so it's going to be a 3-mana 6/4, which is decent. It could be taken out by the hostile invader. That is very possible. But it does give me another minion with a Dark Gift, which should be helpful. I think consistently putting threats out here is gonna give me the best chance. Because if I can make it to later game, I definitely still have a chance, but their quest rewards are really problematic. I was watching one of the streams for Blizzard the other day. I think it was yesterday, and it was Cataclysm spoilers, and it seemed like there's some good stuff coming for Paladin. So I'm pretty excited to see what happens. There's some cool stuff for Warrior too. I think Warrior is going to be an aggressive class over at least the next couple months, if not the next year.
Let me think.
Yeah, I think we just run the Raptor Herald. I'm a little hesitant to keep spamming. You know, once you get more than like 3 dudes, Brawl becomes much more profitable for them. 3-mana 7/6 is not bad. But it does really make Brawl even better for them. Direwolf Alpha deals an extra 2 damage if I throw it out in between 2 of these guys, but that's not anything crazy. Dreambound, yeah, I think I gotta take the Sandmaw.
Don't tamper with time.
And we're gonna hero power here because I don't want to commit too many more cards to the board just for sake of the brawl. I definitely want to keep spamming aggressive things, but I need to be trading the resources with them as I go. So if I just spam the board a bunch and then they brawl, they're getting a huge advantage. You know, like this is like a 4-for-1 right now, because obviously this wasn't a card I played. So technically 5-for-1, but you know, this replays itself, this got me a card, this got me a card, this got me a card. So in theory, it's actually like a 1-for-1. Because all those things made other cards. So You know, that's kind of the way I like to think about this when you're trading resources back and forth. There's the brawl. Okay. Nice. Got to keep my biggest guy. And I have Ursol, so this Treasure Guild will give me Acceleration Aura so I can play Ursol next turn with Renewing Flames. Seems really solid. So, yeah, worked out pretty nicely. Hostile Invader would be pretty annoying here because they can take out my 6/4. And they just need one other thing, you know, like a Shield Slam or something like that to take out the Sand Maw. But I do like this position. How much of a buzzkill, by the way, is it that I'm playing Control where you're back-to-back? Oh, hello there. Well, they're going to take 10 to the face off the Renewing Flames here, so that works for me. Good stuff. Yeah, Ursol Renewing Flames is a fantastic combination. 30 damage over 3 turns. Alright, 2-0. I gotta figure out what to call this deck. Got about 2 weeks to enjoy it. That was not bad at all. Is it the last day? Oh yeah, so I'm recording this on February 28th if you're watching this later. But tomorrow's the start of a new standard season because the month is over. So hopefully I'll be able to start the Legend run bright and early tomorrow. We'll see. Yeah, my favorite part of the month is just the beginning because that Legend run is amazing. It's so much. I love the pressure. Yeah, there's something about, I mean, they say pressure makes diamonds, you know, guys. But I really like that competitive aspect. I think it's really good in moderation. That's interesting, a little early for that. This is actually kind of a terrible hand. But yeah, I grew up doing martial arts and stuff like that. Been gaming most of my life, so I like some healthy dose of competition. I definitely don't grind like my Legend rating. As you can see, what I'm like 8,000, which isn't bad, I guess, but normally I do my Legend run at the beginning of the month, and then I think the highest I've ever gotten was like 400, which I was baffled by. I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty dope, actually. Sometimes it makes me want to just go for the Legend run and just play straight until I get there, but usually I go like 4 to 6 hour chunks. Because there is that point of diminishing returns. I've talked about that on stream a couple times before, where once you get to like 4-ish hours in, at least for me, that's where my gameplay starts diminishing a little bit. So I'll make, you know, some worse decisions, or I'll miss obvious things more often. So you got to be conscious of that. I think that point is different for everybody. But yeah, it would be dope to, you know, get Legend in a day and be like, oh, cool, I'm in the top 100 or something. It never lasts because I always start high and then I end up in the thousands or sometimes in the 10,000s. But I think that happens to a lot of people I know. I guess we plucky. Well, we got a 4-drop now. That's helpful, at least. Portal Vanguard's not bad. That could draw a lot of things. I was just thinking to myself, please don't draw Righteous Protector. It isn't awful, though. It does help me commit more to the board this turn. Fine, I'm going to keep it. I think it's objectively probably not the best play, but I think if I can be aggressive in the early game, especially considering how bad my opening hand was, I think that'll help me get a little bit of momentum. Because if I can take that momentum into like an early Ursol Renewing Flames, like I'll probably Acceleration Aura next turn or the turn after so that I can Ursol a turn early. And that could be some decent momentum. Hard to say if it's going to matter though. Ah, there. Alright. Well.
I wonder.
Plushie's not awful, I suppose, but it doesn't seem like the best play. I don't think there is a best play here. Or at least there's not a good play. There's always a best play, I guess, but I'm not liking this. Very likely I will Acceleration Aura next turn then.
I must move quickly.
Yeah, I think I want to take some of this momentum into Ursol, so it'd be good to have a board when I do that. Because if they have a board and I can't clear that board, that's a little bit worse for the Renewing Flames. Sure, it'll take out some minions, but I prefer they just take 10 to the face first. So let's see what I can do there. But yeah, having the Treasure Gill Acceleration Aura combination, plus Elise, plus the Curator, and the Poisonous minions, I think is pretty solid. I've become a really big fan of Plucky Paintfin. Whelp of the Infinite, obviously a fantastic card, but Plucky Paintfin I don't think gets as much respect as it deserves. It seems some little one-of play in like Curator, Dragon Warrior. But otherwise not too much respect on its name. Put some respect on the Plucky's name. So I definitely Acceleration Aura here, but I guess Whelp is the play. The thing with this is, I guess they can't... Yeah, you know what? I think that's fine. They can get rid of the Whelp, but if they commit those resources to the Whelp, then it's stuff that's not hitting my face. And I think so far the momentum's going pretty well, because still being at 30 this late in the game against Demon Hunter is a good sign. They can always come out of nowhere. There is explosive potential with the Demon Hunter class as a whole. But I think this is a good sign for how the game is going, at least. Yeah, we're mostly even on cards. Yeah, I think it's important to check in on how you're doing from an attrition standpoint. Like if I have 24 cards left in total, 19 in deck, 5 in hand, versus their 26, we're still fairly even. Once you start seeing a bigger discrepancy in that, that's when you really got to start worrying about how am I going to make up this card disadvantage. Ooh, that's annoying. Okay. Yeah, like I said, explosive potential. Infestation is a powerful card. So Ursol Renewing Flames here is not amazing. So it'll take these two minions out. I'll go back to 30 life, which is not huge. I could Curator, honestly. I think that's decent. The only benefit to Ursol here would be, so I could go Ursol Renewing Flames. Next turn, assuming Ursol lives, which seems fairly likely, they could red card it or something, which I'm actually okay with. But as long as they don't get rid of Ursol completely, I could Youthful Brewmaster it, which I don't have a spell for right now, but that gives me much more potential to close this out when I do draw a spell. And Ursol Shaladrassil is fantastic.
Move quickly.
Takes away a little bit of their momentum too. Yeah, I don't love it, but I think I still gotta go for it. Curator seems okay, but I don't think Curator does enough here. Like, I'll probably draw a Whelp. But this will put pressure for the next 3 turns. And then I can just continue to play guys and get aggressive there. Oh, there's the Cliff Dive. Okay. Alrighty then. Alright. Well, I guess that could have been worse.
The menagerie is for guests only.
Cool. So Treasure Guild doesn't really do anything here, but it is a body on the board. I don't think it's worth it to Brewmaster the Curator. That's a little loose. I've got, what, one more turn with this.
Move quickly.
So next turn I'll have 10 mana. I don't think there's any huge benefit to having 11. Actually, okay, this is what we're going to do. So next turn, assuming they play a bunch of guys. Next turn, assuming they play a bunch of guys, I can Zilliax and then Brewmaster one of the Zilliax, and then I've got another one later. I'm thinking maybe Plushie was the right play that turn, actually, because if I Plushie, get rid of their guy, then they would have taken 10 to the face, and they would have been at 11, which, not a huge difference, obviously. It's only 5 damage. But I think that puts them in a much more vulnerable position. So yeah, that was probably the better play. Missed that one. Well, it's a good sign if they're not doing anything. They're not even moving their... They're not even touching their cards or anything. They might be gone already. I'm always amazed when people rage quit. Like, I think it happens on mobile a lot where people are just playing on their phone and then they lose. They look like they're losing a game, so they just close the app. They don't even concede or anything. They're just gone.
Do not.
So yeah, I guess they're not quite done, but they're going to be at 1 this turn. Sure, just in case they play something. ¿Por qué no? Why not?
Reporting for duty.
But yeah, had I done the Plushie that turn, they would have already lost. There they are. I guess they just disconnected or something, which is fine. But the best play after a Zilliax is for your opponent to play Zilliax. So I'm going to Zilliax, get rid of theirs, and return one to my hand so I have another one for later. Seems good. And they don't gain the life because mine will have Divine Shield, thank goodness.
Drink with me, friend. The battle.
I mean, they could have an explosive turn with Cliff Dive, but... Or even Caulifero. Obviously, Caulifero is a very powerful card in Cliff Dive Demon Hunter. You just make your whole board like Illidari Inquisitors. If you have 4 or more minions when you play Caulifero, then that gives you 32 or more damage, because it's 8 attack. You just have to be able to attack with your hero at my face. Fun fact, if you don't know this, Illidari Inquisitor, if he is frozen, normally can't attack. But if you attack with your hero and he's frozen, he still attacks the enemy hero. It's pretty dope. So yeah, it seems like they're just grasping at straws here. Magtheridon is cool, but I don't think it does enough here. With the red card. That is totally fine. Man, this game would have been over had I just played that Tiger's plushie.
Step forth into the time waves.
That's a great draw. Yes, please. And we're getting Fire Plume
I
Ridge.
remember this place well.
Give me some value. 10/10 copy of something seems great. Probably going to be Zilliax. And discover a spell. Yes, please. This deals 3 damage, so... So this guy won't die, he'll just lose a shield. Whelp of the Infinite, I think, is a little worse, because obviously they can deal 1 with their hero, and then the 3 will take it out. It'll reborn, obviously, but I think that's a little worse than having a 3/2. Plus, it's probably going to come in handy later, or at least potentially. Ay, ay, ay. See, a part of me was like, oh, they haven't played Blob of Tar or Fell Hunter yet. This could be very winnable, but now it's going to get annoying. Why in the world would you do that? That was going to... What? Okay. Good old Shaladrassil. So I'm a little tempted to Anachronos. Yo, what up, Shadow? Welcome back, bro. I'm very tempted to Anachronos. See, I could Fire Plume Ridge and try and get something that destroys Fell Hunter, because getting rid of that before the Blob of Tar would be really helpful. Anachronos also just puts this all to the side. I think... Let's do this first, I think. Yeah, we're just gonna do this, I think. And if they don't gain any life, then Shaladrassil gives me the win, I believe. Because this is 9 damage, plus I can get the Awakening, which will deal 5 to everything. Yeah, I'm kicking myself for not attacking with that plushie that one turn. This could have been over, what, 6 turns ago or something? Yeah, there is the issue of Shaladrassil actually giving me Awakening, because there's 5 cards, and next turn I'll have 6 cards in my hand. No, 7 cards, so I'll only get 4 of the 5. Wow. Well, this is a crazy game.
Let me think.
And then got him.
This time, mortal.
Alright, 3-0. Not a bad record so far. The bounce. Oh, no. I couldn't have used the... Oh, is it a bounce one? I always forget that one because the bounce gets corrupted into the shuffle. I forgot that's one of the options too. Yeah, that's a good point. Alright, but feeling pretty good after 3-0. So I think I've gone, in my test games plus these 3, I've gone like 6-1, something like that. I'm honestly a little surprised because these are usually elements of a deck that, like I've played different variations of stuff like this and it hasn't gone this well, so. Could be the state of the metagame right now.
You could not stop me then. You will not stop me now.
Yeah, a lot of times when you do well with a deck, it's just, you know, right time, right place. I like double creature. I think I'm going to throw back the Tigress plushie. Eh. Yeah, Youthful Brewmaster is surprisingly good. Like, just super spicy. Because sometimes it'll give you early value, like... It's almost like an expensive Shadow Step. Because you can use it on Creature of Madness just to get another guy, or, you know, super power with, like, Elise or Ziliax like I did that last game. I didn't even end up playing that second Ziliax after I bounced it. Oh boy, just not drawing well so far. Something with +4, +5, no go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if I'm thinking about this correctly, this will trigger twice, and then I can stack the top 6 cards of my deck however I want. A 4-3 with charge is decent. I don't think I have any Draenei in this deck. Yeah, so I'm thinking Overplaner's probably good here. Yeah, choosing your draws the next 6 turns could be great. I just have to hope that I actually get good stuffs on the Discover from him.
I need a vacation from my vacation.
Okay, so this will be the 4th card on my deck. So I think Elise is probably good here. I don't... Well, actually, if I don't take Elise here... Now I'm wondering how this will interact if I choose cards that I've already chosen, because then they'll get moved up. So... Yeah, let's just put something like this on the bottom. So that'll be 6th. This will be 5th, which I think will give this to me. That'll give that to me right around the time that I can play it. Putting Shaladrassil right above him is decent, because then I can use that together. There's Ursol again. Let's go Maul. Sure. Wow. Alright, so I've got Maul into Aura into Nightmare Lord, and then... No, it does it backwards. Just kidding. Wow. So the first card you pick is the top card. Darn it. That's fine. Ursol Shaladrassil is essentially at the bottom there. Yeah, I think making sure I don't lose maximum health is going to be helpful. Let's get our Ziliax. And I'm tempted to play Curator next turn. That's likely going to be the play, and that could draw... That could draw the Plucky and the Ursol that are on top. First set you pick is the bottom set. Yeah. That definitely makes sense. I guess I just had it flipped in my mind for the... Okay. Yeah, I don't love it, but I think...
Let me think.
I think I have to play Curator here. So one of my fears here would be that they are going to... They have a terror run that gives their minions +2 attack. So... that could be really bad. So I'm thinking about potentially Creature of Madness for something with Taunt, but I don't know that that's going to be very good. Let's see, I have 6, this will go 9. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go Curator. Not happy about it, though. There's the Ursol, Portal Vanguard, and a Treasure Gill. And there's the Shaladrassil. Okay. 10 cards in hand, so I'm going to burn the Nightmare Lord, but that is totally fine, I think. Yeah, burning Nightmare Lord, I guess, is not the end of the world. It's a pretty good card, though. Thankfully, no +2 attack to characters. That's great. A lot of options here. Yeah, I think we're just gonna dump all this. Possibly should have played the Creature of Madness first, but I don't think I was gonna play the 3-drop anyway. That seems fine. So next turn I'll have 9 mana, so I can Ziliax, but probably unnecessary. Ay. Of course they're going to copy Bwansambi. Yeah, I was thinking about putting Demolition Renovator in this deck, but I decided against it at the last minute. Probably would have been good, though. I could Anachronos. That's actually not awful here. It holds those guys off for 2 turns, which I think could be helpful here. They only get a 4-cost minion, though. I guess that's not the end of the world. And if I play Ziliax, that corrupts Shaladrassil, which does help a lot for later.
Let me think.
Yeah, let's take the risk. And best case scenario, next turn I can Youthful Brewmaster, Ziliax? Sure. Wow, into an Hourglass Attendant. Annoying, but fine. I love Hourglass Attendant. Very good card. I don't think it's found its right home in any particular standard deck. I've tried to use him in so many things, and he's fun and cool and cute, but like not like banging power level. You need just something else to use him. There's a cool dragon coming out, or I guess it's not a dragon, but it makes dragons in Cataclysm. It's I think it's like a 5 or 6 mana 3/6 something like 3/3. I think it's a 5 mana 3/3, and it makes a dragon equal to its stats at the end of the turn. So with something like Hourglass Attendant, you pump him, you make a bigger dragon, you know, you get some more value. Stuff like that takes advantage of hand buff a lot. Priest might use Hourglass Attendant post-rotation. What do you think they would use it in, Shadow, with Priest? Because I can't think of any Priest cards that would really benefit from being pumped in your hand. A lot of times that ends up being like Warrior or Paladin, historically, that'll use hand buff to a big advantage. Well, looks like we can Youthful Brewmaster, which is great. So this is going to draw their highest cost card, which I'm not... I don't think I'm super concerned with. Let's do this. And let's just throw some guys out here.
Step forth into the time waves. Step forth into the time waves. Move quickly.
Nah, fine.
Step forth into the time waves.
Wow, double Righteous Protector. I'm actually going to keep it because it makes it easier to dump my hand so that I can make room for a Shaladrassil 3 turns in a row. I think that'll be dope. There he is again, but he's only making 4-cost minions, so I'm not worried about him. It does give him a boon, which is Taunt. Not the worst. Ah, Reborn's annoying, but that's fair. And a copy, okay. Okay, then. Now Anachronos seems amazing. There's a conversion from healing to damage that can result in a minion becoming... Oh, okay, it can deal its health and damage to hero. Okay, that's pretty good. That makes Priest with Hourglass Attendant, I think, a little bit more relevant. That could be cool. So yeah, Anachronos Righteous Protectors are very likely going to be my play here.
Like clockwork.
Oh yeah, I want to say I've played against a deck like that before, Shadow. It's I don't know how good it is, but there is, yeah, the overheal guy is interesting. Ooh, let's actually do this. Wow.
Mistakes of the past rewritten.
Oh, 4 mana cheaper in Cataclysm. Wow. Oh, because that's the new card. That's right. That's right.
The light dims, but we fight. The light dims, but we fight.
Yeah, the viability of it is huge. Yeah, there's so many cool combos you can do, but they're just either too expensive or a little too like uncertain or inconsistent. There goes my dog, click-clacking everywhere. So Ursol here is okay. I will burn a card on my next turn, but the only card I really care about in my deck anymore is Elise. Nomelia could come in handy, but Elise, I think, is the only thing that matters that much. Resurrect a friendly Death Rattle minion, which is very likely, I think that's only Bonsomdi. Let's see what we got in here. Oh, Talon Fordring is also a possibility. Alright, so this is what I'm thinking. Ah, they got the one zombie, that's fine. Come on! This lag is killing me. So, what I'm hoping is that they play some minions this turn, and then that makes it so their Anachronos guys will, or they're not going to get all the minions back from Anachronos. Because right now, just the way the board stands, they're only going to get 4 of the 5 minions. So, sometimes you get lucky and people forget they're coming back, and then they just fill the board up. Yeah, like... Oh, you would have played Ziliax and not swung. Very interesting. Yeah, there's definitely potential there. Yeah, he is a little bit more vulnerable. It was not the best use of Ziliax, I think, but I think making their one guy into 2 guys, I think gave me a little bit more likelihood of them missing some of the guys off the Anachronos trigger. Yeah, like they're only going to get 2 back now? That seems good. Cool, and they didn't get the Bonsomdi, which is amazing. So summon a random 8-cost minion. So I think here I got to find a way to get to Ceaseless Expanse. Only problem with Ursol Shaladrassil is that I get those cards at the end of the turn, so I can't use them until next turn. I can go grab Nomelia, which is probably very helpful. Oh, Tiger's Plushie is an option here, though. I really hope this gives me Nomelia. Come on, one time. Yes. So... and then we just go like this. Alright, so there is potential for a Ceaseless Expanse next turn, but unlikely. Probably not worth it, obviously, with this board, but if they can find a way to refill this, that would be bad. And Bwonsamdi being gone again means that, obviously, they can't make another copy. Sure. Ouch. Yeah, Death Knight is brutal.
Let me think.
Yeah, this is a rough one here. Let's see.
I wonder. I must move quickly. This time.
Wow, they got an Amelia? Okay. But yeah, I'm just dead.
Well played.
Maybe Shaladrassil could have helped me shuffle a minion into their deck. Yeah, that was a tough one. That was a super puzzle game. Yeah, Bwonsamdi's very powerful. I'm surprised it didn't see more play over the last couple months. It definitely saw some, but I think there were other versions of Death Knight that got more play. Yeah, if I hadn't played Ziliax at that point, probably had a better shot at winning that game. That was a tough one. It seemed like if I could potentially get if I could have more of a board presence, I think that would what I was concerned with the most. But yeah, not swinging probably was better. Yeah, that was a rough one. Very tough game.
Uther versus Tyrande.
You give me strength.
I will fight with honor.
So I'm just gonna blindly assume this is Protoss Priest, which means I'm gonna keep Nomelia because she is fantastic against them. Whelp of the Infinite is good. Righteous Protector normally just to keep. Elise is great too. All right, this is a great hand. Watch, there gonna be some some silly combo deck. I have definitely lost to. God, there's the guy that gives you bandages, and then there's the guy that makes your healing spells deal damage, and then they just throw like 10 bandages at you. Usually a little less, because obviously that's a lot, but they can very easily do that. If they're playing Ysera, I'm very doubtful they're Protoss priest. They could be some type of dragon priest, which I've seen every now and then. Okay, there's catch of the day. Sure. Yeah, mean but uncommon. Yeah. Yeah, that bandage deck is hilarious.
But we fight.
Yeah, the OTK priest deck is pretty brutal. I think it takes some time to set up though, so I think I have a decent chance. We will see here. Eight turns, alright. Best case scenario, yeah. In my experience, it's been a little bit longer, usually. It's just not super reliable.
Reporting for duty.
Repent.
I could Tiger's plushie, take this guy out. It gives me an okay board presence. Not the greatest play, but I've got a lease to follow up with next turn, which I think is good.
Battle.
Repent.
I remember this place well.
Okay, time to trade Elises. It looked to me like they took this choice, which is probably Fire Plume.
I remember this place well.
So I gotta go for Terror Run here. Get as much value as I can. Yeah, kind of hard not to take Raptors.
Repent.
Okay, that makes me think they are on Protoss. Because so far these are all Protoss cards, except for, like, Ysera's a little less common in that deck. Really? The Ysera OTK? Okay, alright. I'm surprised. I don't see this deck very often at all. I guess that says something about the consistency of it.
Let me think.
Yeah, I think here... I'm not super stoked about Terror Run. Oh, Hallucination is... Oh. Now, I could have hit their 3/3 with my Elise, and then I would have had 4 guys instead of the 3 I have now, but I wanted to prioritize their face a little bit. I think putting some pressure on their face is good here. Because if I give them, you know, too much life and too much time to build up their combo, then that's probably bad for me, so... If we can continue to apply pressure, like if I can get a couple more minions out here, and then Terror Run pumping everybody should be an easy win.
I can tell your future before it even happens.
Yeah, this guy's pretty powerful. Let's start with good old Creature. Charge is awesome. Okay. And that draws Renewing Flames or Shaladrassil. I'm thinking I just go all face here.
Blaze a trail.
For justice. Quickly.
So this guy will deal 4. So I really just need 1 minion to survive here. That'd be 4. Oh no, I think I've just got it, because even if they clear my board, this will give everything +2 attack, so I'll be able to hit for 6 here and 4 here, which is 10. So as long as they don't heal, gain armor, something like that, I'll be okay. Sure.
Nightmares are never forgotten.
Yeah, it looks like I got it. All right. Oh, now? Okay. Yeah, I had a feeling this wasn't the combo. There was something that was speaking to me about it, but it might have just been the way they were playing.
For justice.
Bye. Alright, 4-1. Doing very well. I'm not playing against very good decks. Like the Control Warrior, that was annoying but fair. The Death Knight being the only loss so far. I think that's the only deck I've lost to with this deck so far. It's been Death Knight twice. Because they played, I think I went 3-1 before this in test game. So, yeah, 7-2 in total. Only losing to Death Knight is not bad, but Death Knight is pretty good. Yeah, the Photon Cannon, yeah, that one didn't seem right either, Shadow. There was something about that. It's possible they're just trying to play some weird version of either that deck or something else. I think right now is just such a weird time for the metagame. Like, there's so many people that are just discouraged from playing because, obviously, end of the month, so not really, you know, you're not grinding for Legend much anymore. And the metagame's in such a weird spot with the rotation and everything. It doesn't feel like anybody's really, you know, playing their best right now. I could keep them all. I'm not excited about it though. Yeah, last day of the month is always a little awkward. Then you add rotation in there, things just get weird. Okay, then. Another whiz-bang deck. Fun times.
Job's done.
The amount of whiz-bang decks is just hilarious.
I cannot read them.
I kind of like that.
Job's done.
So that's going to be a 6/9 that shuffles bombs into their deck. I'm down. Okay then. Good lord. Discover a dragon for 1 mana. That's pretty awesome. I don't think this card is standard legal. I think it's from older sets. That thing would be great in Dragon Warrior, I think.
You safety violations, nothing
done.
serious.
Yeah, Lackey's cost 0. But like, if this was just a card in standard, I think it would see a lot of play. I think it's from an older set of some kind. I can't remember. What in the holy good? Okay. Well, that's one way to clear their board. Totally cool with that.
For justice.
Yeah, I honestly think that might have been a misplay on their end, because that was a decent-sized board. Obviously nothing crazy, a lot of 1/1s. But had they kept smashing face, I don't think I could keep up.
No fate. Step forth into the time ways. Step forth into the time ways.
Give me something good. That's alright. Okay.
Reporting for duty.
Sure. Yeah, I can't see myself losing this game. I mean, anything can happen, but it seems so unlikely. Some of these whiz-bang decks are just not very good. And I get the feeling this guy's not piloting it in the best way. Yeah, clearing my board that turn just makes me think they're probably... Oh, wow. Yeah, the lackeys are awesome. But, yeah, if this is all you're doing is just playing dudes that discover stuff, and I don't know. Evil Miscreant used to be a fun card. I'm very tempted to Nomelia here, because if I hit this, then it clears their whole board. This will hit the lowest health enemy, so I guess that does kill Nomelia. The benefit to that was that Nomelia wouldn't die. Divine Shield Wind Fury. That could be hilarious. I think this is the way to go, though.
Move quickly.
How much do I care? Yeah, I think I'm chilling on my weapon for now. I think knowing that they're going to just keep spamming the board with stuff, I think it's nice to have this as an extra option to hit things with. And it's still a couple turns away from Ziliax, so I can always just use this to draw Ziliax if needed. Ooh! Okay! Okay! That's real bad. Okay, this just got a little crazier. 0 mana 4/4s galore.
And I listen.
Okay then. Wow.
Let me think. For justice.
Alright, Ziliax will be helpful in 2 turns, but 0 mana 4/4s are going to be a problem. This deck is better than I thought. It did not seem super great at the beginning, but yeah, turning everything into 4/4s is amazing. There it is. More 0 mana 4/4s. Yay. Hmm.
The light dims, but we fight.
We've got a high turnover rate.
Yo. That's nuts. Ay, ay, ay.
On the wings of evil. I must choose.
Yeah, totally fair, right? Just chain a bunch of 0 mana 4/4s together with abilities, totally. And shuffle that? Yo. Man, I haven't seen Togwaggle's scheme in a long time. That card used to be awesome. Well, now, because of the taunt, I can't get to this guy with Ziliax. I was going to pop it with Ziliax and hit that, but that's crazy. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. I don't think there's anything I could get off of this that would matter. Yeah, I think I have to play Ziliax, unfortunately. I got 23 attack.
Let me think. I must move quickly.
Yeah, I think, I'm just gonna risk it by playing these guys.
Strike high in fun.
because Ziliax is okay, but then they're just going to attack him. I think I get more use out of Ziliax here the next turn, because they only have 23 attack that they can hit my face with right now, or 25 with this. So I can, in theory, still live as long as they don't find a way to like shoot my face with something. And this does also give them the opportunity to misplay, which I think never underestimate the opponent's ability to misplay. That's sometimes your biggest weapon against your opponent is themselves. So now I can play Ziliax, gain some health, and I'll have the taunt minions, so therefore they'll have to attack them, I'll gain more life, and... Ay, that's so annoying. How rude. That also gives me potential to maybe Ceaseless Expanse the following turn, depending on what they do. Ooh, or Anachronos. That also works. Thank you. Yes!
Mistakes of the past rewritten.
Whew.
Nightmares are never forgotten.
Alright, that's that's at least a little time. So now by the time those come back, it's possible I'll have Ceaseless Expanse ready. And if they draw another one of those guys that gives them a lackey every time they play a lackey, then I'm kind of screwed, but so much more potential now. Just the best possible time. Thank you, Anaki.
We've got a high turn.
Yep, there it is. Okay.
That's hot.
Double time and double pay. Double time and double pay.
That's hot. Insignificant.
Alright, let's see. Yo, come on now. This is a ridiculous game. Okay. Alright, looks like I'm still alive. So they get their minions back here. Thankfully, they only get 2 of them. And then it can Ceaseless Expanse. Oh my goodness.
No fate.
Ursine Maul draws Shaladrassil. So playing and drawing a card will trigger this. So these 2 will make this cost 2. I'll have 4 mana left.
I wonder.
Oh, that has charge though. Okay. Yeah, there's not really a way to optimize this too much.
I have seen creation, and I will bring destruction.
Alright, so we've got a sliver of a chance. Yep, Flames of Eternity. Makes sense. So Ursol Shaladrassil is something, at least. Oh, yeah, sacking the guy would have made... Yeah, if I would have attacked with the guy that was out there, it would have made Ceaseless Expanse cost 1 less, and then I guess I could have Tiger's Plushie also, or the mini Tiger's Plushie. As long as I don't get another one of the guys that gives them a lackey when they play a lackey, I have some potential here. Just have to hope they run out of steam, but I'm also running out of steam.
Double time and double pay.
Alright, a little bit of life. So attacking with Maul gets me Renewing Flames, which will hit this and one of these two. That gives them another lackey, naturally.
Let me think.
Is it worth it to attack a lackey, use this to hit this, and then Renewing Flames hits these two. They'll have 9 attack left on board. I'll go to 7 and then gain 10. So I'll be at 17. Yeah, I can Shaladrassil... No, Shaladrassil doesn't clear the board. It'll also deal 5 damage to my face is the problem. Because Shaladrassil, the Awakening deals 5 damage. I'm going to give this a try. I think this is the way to go here. This, throw this guy out there for a little protection. I think that gives me the most odds here. But yeah, I'm just scrounging for my life here. I don't think there's much else I can do though, because if they just spam the board one more time, like sure I can clear things with Shaladrassil once, but then after that, like Elise is the best card left in my deck.
We've got a high turnover rate.
There it is. Okay. And I've got nothing to corrupt Shaladrassil, so I gotta take 5 to the face to play Awakening, which isn't great. Okay then. Ay, 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 stop drawing cards. Ooh-wee. So this could use one of these as a... Okay, so I can Ursol and then use the bounce, but it could bounce my own guys. That could be funny at least. I've never done that before. Scarlet Grace, welcome to the Twitch chat. I have a question that I ask all first-time chats. What is your favorite Hearthstone card? Unfortunately, I get a lot of spam, a lot of people selling stuff, trying to get me to buy their art or buy followers or something. So I always ask that because it weeds out all the bots and the spam. So tell me your favorite Hearthstone card, Miss Scarlet Grace. Yeah, I don't know if this is a winnable position here. I think Elise is the only chance I have, but Terror Run can only do so much here. Maybe gain armor. So gaining armor and some raptors, but I don't think that even does it. Yeah, don't even get raptors naturally. Sure. Yeah, we just dead.
I remember this place well.
They've got 16 attack.
I must move quickly.
I don't want to bounce a lackey, but... Yeah, discovering a spell would have been pretty dope there too. Yeah. Like, yeah, that was a really awful Terror Run option. Like, Raptors would have been a little helpful. I mean, more helpful than making a 5/5 copy. Yeah, Raptors, Discover, and Armor, I think, were the top choices I would have wanted. And of course, they have their own Shaladrassil now. What? That's amazing. Well played, good sir. You earned this victory. You earned it. That's crazy. Alright, 4-2 after 6 games. Not bad. Scarlet Grace, last chance. What is your favorite Hearthstone card? Tell me your favorite Hearthstone card. I'm giving you more leeway than I give most people, because if people don't answer that, I usually insta-ban them, because it's a sign that you're a bot or a spam, so I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt here. Unfortunately, Mage is not a Hearthstone card. Some people consider it rude to just insta-ban people, but I don't care, because the amount of spam on here is crazy. Goodbye. Yeah, if y'all haven't been on Twitch, the spam is just unbelievable. And a lot of it is people that are like, hey friend, oh my god, you're doing so good. Is this the only game you play? And I'm like, yes. And they're like, oh cool, like, I don't know anything about this game. I'm just going to learn from you. And, yeah, Shadow, I'm still doing a video. Oh yeah. But then those people always just try to work their way around to like, hey, so I do art. Do you want to like connect on Discord? And I'm like, no, not really. They're like, well, if you want, like, I work with creators on Twitch and you could like, you know, we could do a profile picture and like, we could do thumbnails and stuff. I'm like, no. Yeah, Twitch is baffling. But it is what you gotta do. Alright, depending on how long this game goes, this might be the last one. Let's see. Oh, nice. Okay, now my Violet Treasure Kill is useless. Fun times. But yeah, overall, I do like this deck. I think it's decent, but obviously it's just a fun little silly build to try to use cards that are going to rotate. There's not a huge difference if I play Acceleration Aura here.
Let me think.
I could coin out Portal Vanguard, but that doesn't seem very good either. I don't know. There's potential I draw a 4-drop. Let's see. that's pretty good. Yeah, let's get rid of this 6-drop nonsense. Or the 6 attack guy. Thanks for playing. Yo. How rude. This card is really good when it works. When you got the Kindred, this guy is insane. It's just a 4/7 with no downside, just all upside. Alright, not bad, I guess. Oh, I think they're playing the... It's like a Warlock deck based on Dark Gifts and... What else? Abduction Ray and the guy that makes your demons cost 1 less. Oh, you know someone that built a deck around spamming this effect with, like, these guys? Like the Warlock stuff? That's pretty interesting. There it is. So he makes your demons cost 1 less, and so your Abduction Ray makes more powerful things.
What's your dream destination?
Okay, so let's get rid of this nonsense. And... yeah, I guess we just do this.
For justice.
This is not a great draw so far. If I Acceleration Aura here, I'll have 7, 8, 9. Sure, why not? Okay, yeah, I'll definitely check out that deck after this game, Shadow. I always love a good brew. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the new set, because I think that's going to give us so many more options, and I mean, there's nothing better than the feeling of brewing after a new set comes out, because there's just so many options, you know? There's no way people can figure it out in the first couple of days, let alone the first couple of weeks. Usually takes a couple of weeks to a month for a metagame to kind of settle, and then, you know, that's where the innovation happens, because then you'll find holes in the metagame, and you'll find a variety of different, you know, like alternate uses for things. And sometimes you get a couple good decks, and then you can take the core of those decks and put them together and create these like hybrid decks, kind of like people were doing with Warlock when they were playing Shreds of Time and Rafam. So I don't love it, but Anachronos is an option here.
I wonder.
Yeah, you know what, let's run it.
Mistakes of the past rewritten.
I will twist your mind until it breaks.
So now I have Ursol with Shaladrassil next turn.
Until it breaks.
It's not corrupted, but
I will twist your mind until it breaks.
they're a little unhappy about that. Abduction Ray, fun times. That's not bad. Okay. Seems pretty good. So we're definitely going to Ursol here. I'm going to burn a card on my next turn, but... oh, no, I'm not, actually. I'll have 9 cards. Perfect.
I will twist your mind until it breaks.
Yeah, Ursol Shaladrassil is a lot of fun. Very powerful. And they get their guys back next turn from Anachronos, but it looks like they're filling their board, so it doesn't even matter. I never understand why people do this. Like, you're going to get your minions back, you just got to wait a turn. When Shaladrassil auto-corrupted, was it a glitch or something, Shadow? That would be nuts. Oh, Shaladrassil costing 7? Yo. That seems pretty good. Oh, so you play Ursol and it corrupted right away? That's busted. Okay, so they're going to get some of their guys. All of them, actually. But that's okay. I guess I could have Awakening, but it's okay. I'm probably going to bounce one of my guys back. Actually, I can also give him +5/+5. Ooh, that's not bad. So I'm going to give him +5/+5 and then bounce him back to my hand. So I'll gain more life.
Insignificant.
And I'm not getting full use of Shaladrassil here.
Must move quickly.
Yeah, let's just do this. What do I get? Ooh, another Ysera Awakens and a Dream. Awesome. Those are great ones. So next turn I've got to dump some stuff in my hand because I want to make room for more of those Shaladrassil cards. Yo! That's pretty crazy. I could double Awakens. That would take care of this guy, which is rather annoying. Yeah, let's just run it. He does have 11 health, though. I don't know. I do have Righteous Protector.
Let me think.
Yeah, I think I'll save the other Awakening. So I'm definitely going to play this guy. No, I think this is fine.
The light dims, but we fight. Is there trouble?
I will twist your mind until it breaks.
And more dreams. Sweet. Yeah, Ursol auto-corrupting Shaladrassil is just bonkers. I really wish I played that. That would have been a lot of fun. Sounds busted. How many of those do they have? Holy goodness. Oh, we lost Elise, of course. But you know what? Let's just do this again and bounce Ziliax again. I could bounce him twice, because that'll give me another one to play later. Or that'll give me 2 more to play later. Nah, let's not get greedy here. Tree Shaman, the deck you're trying to make, can cast infinite corrupted Shaladrassils. Okay, I'm super down with it. Yeah, I definitely gotta check this deck out, Shadow. That sounds awesome. Excuse me? Okay, then. So, how do we play this? I could play another Ziliax, but I don't think that does enough. I think this and this, and then Awakening. That'll clear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the 7 guys.
I will twist your mind until it breaks.
I must move quickly. Lordship, there's nothing to my blade.
This might burn cards, but I think it's okay.
My hand is too
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, could have... I mean, I guess I could have played, like, Observer of Mysteries or something. Abduction Ray is one hell of a card. Wow. Yeah, the metagame right now is just super ridiculous.
Lordship, there's nothing to my blade.
Wrathguard to kill my Wrathguard, okay.
It's not a virtue I pride myself on.
Well, Ceaseless Expanse is probably coming out. Unless I can deal with this another way.
My hand is too full.
Ooh, that's a rough one to burn, actually. Okay. Yeah, I think we're just gonna run this back again. So we'll take out this. And this. And the bounce. I have never cast Ziliax this many times in a game before. This is awesome. He's got 61 health. This could be difficult to deal with.
Blades will sing.
Pretty good. But yeah, I think now is Ceaseless Expanse time.
I have seen creation, and I will bring destruction.
I'm debating between playing another 7/6 or dropping, like, I could do Observer of Mysteries and Whelp of the Infinite. I think that's probably better.
Mysterious orb, what is your wisdom?
Alright, Flames of Infinity is not bad. That'll help.
They'll steal an entire city.
Sure.
Mysterious orb, what is your wisdom?
Wow.
Thank you.
Well, that turn was not super great for them. That worked out okay. Wow, I can Youthful Brewmaster on my Ziliax again.
Is there trouble?
How do I want to play this? This is my last poisonous minion, so I'm hesitant to just dump it.
Must move quickly.
I think, yeah, I think we'll go like this.
The light dims, but we fight.
Yeah, because I've got less minions in the deck, I want to be careful about how I use the remaining minions that I have. I definitely need to push to finish this game out, but yeah, I think this guy will be pretty valuable over the next couple turns. Just depends on what they end up getting.
Vast desert.
There's the table flip. Yep.
Forces of night.
Yo, they got an omen off of that? That's crazy. So this is going to deal 3 damage to all enemies. Not the worst, thankfully, but annoying.
I wonder.
I'm debating on whether or not Renewing Flames is a good call here.
Let me think.
I don't love it, but I think it's probably necessary.
I'm game.
I must move quickly.
I mean, I'm going to take 3 after, so I'll go to 27, so I don't actually gain that much life off of it. Alright, let's see.
Nightmares are never forgotten.
Yeah, we both got 3 cards left in our deck, but they're ahead on cards in their hand. The only good thing about them having Nightmare Lord is it makes their deck a little thinner, but that Dark Gift could be bad. Aye, okay. Oh, they play Kill Jaden? Bruh. That's rough. Alright, so this game is pretty much over.
Let me think.
Yeah, this is rough. If I know Amelia, that'll be 6.
I wonder.
Yeah, not a great position here, but I think I gotta do this. Yeah, if they've got Kill Jaden, then this is just over. I think, yeah, they should be probably just running that card, but if they don't, then that seems bad. I was just gonna say, I hope I get to Youthful Brewmaster my my Ziliax for another use, but ay ay ay. Alright, so they definitely got me, but let's see how long I can hold on here.
Reporting for Hearthstone. My deck is empty.
There we go. Wow. Did it trigger twice or something? Okay then.
We're running out of options.
There appears to be no signs of intelligent life here.
Well, there it is.
The victory is yours. You really are something.
Alright, so 4-3 after 7 games. Not the worst. Very interesting deck. I like this one a lot. But I don't know how much more I'll be playing this, because I'm just kind of farting around with random deck lists just for the sake of fun at this point. Like I said, very awkward place in the meta, so we'll see what I can get done. Don't forget to smash the like button and all those silly things that creators ask for. Yeah, I make fun of it, but it does make a big difference if you guys like and follow and all that stuff. And if you already follow, big thank you. Leaving a comment makes a huge difference for the channel. So peace and love, guys. Catch you next time.